Hello, we're here today with Travis Grant, a co-founder of Unplugged, a board games cafe that's opened up here in Fredericton, New Brunswick.
Hi, my name is Travis Grant. I'm one of the co-founders of Unplugged Board Games Cafe. So Unplugged's been in business for about 3 months now, and things have been going very well for us. The reason why we decided to open up Unplugged is because my daughter, who's 14, she was visiting my sister and brother-in-law who happen to live in Ottawa, and they took her to a cafe called Monopolite, which is another board games cafe. And I, at the time, hadn't heard of a board games cafe. And when she came back, she told me about her experience and how much fun it was. And so when my sister and brother-in-law came to visit, we kind of started talking about it, and then my brother got involved in the conversation, and we thought it would be fun to own a place that has board games and where people can come and sit down and talk to each other and have fun. There's a couple of things that have made Unplugged successful. One has been our strong presence online using social media. Before we even opened, we were just shy of 2,000 followers. People are looking to have a place to hang out where they can talk, have fun, and socialize. And there aren't that many opportunities to do all of that in Fredericton. Being the only board games cafe in the province has really helped us with that. To people who think that Unplugged might not be the place for them, they have board games at home and they can pull it together, I would say, you know what, that's great. However, Unplugged can offer something that a house gathering can't. One, we have way more board games than you're ever gonna have. We have well over 400 board games. They're all unique, and they range from stuff that are very strategic to stuff that are party games, and these are games that you can't find at Toys R Us. These are games that you're not gonna find at Walmart. These are games that you're only gonna find at Unplugged. So that's a big plus. The second thing is when you're having a party, who's gotta clean up the mess? You gotta clean up the mess. At Unplugged, you don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. You're coming in, you've got a server who's taking care of you, and when you're done, you just pick up and go. Another big thing with Unplugged, and I think this is a huge thing, is our game gurus. Let's say you're at home and you've bought a new game and you want to learn how to play it. Well, you're going to spend 30 to 45 minutes learning how to play the game, and you're going to get frustrated because you don't know the rules, and you're going to have to keep going back to the rule book. At Unplugged, we have game gurus whose sole job is to make sure that you are able to pick any game in the cafe and be able to play it within minutes. They'll sit there, they'll explain the rules, they'll sit down and they'll play a round or two with you, and they'll check back in to make sure that you're having fun. These are things that we can offer that you're just not gonna get at home.
You mentioned that Unplugged has over 400 different games to play. Where do you source your games from?
A lot of these games have been sourced from distributors, and these are distributors that you can only get if you happen to be, a brick and mortar place. You're not gonna be able to find these games pretty much anywhere else in Fredericton. We have a huge selection of games. I think we can actually say we have the biggest and largest variety of games in Fredericton.
So let's say a customer comes into Unplugged and they've really fallen in love with a particular game. Can they buy this game from you?
So let's say you come in and you're playing a game. I'll use Sushi Go as an example. Let's say you've played Sushi Go, you and your friends really, really like it, and you want to buy it. We just so happen to have that game in stock, and you can buy it. We may have the largest selection of games you can try, but we also have the largest selection of games that you can buy. Our main target audience are university students, college students, and the main reason for that is they have a lot of free time on their hands and a lot of disposable income, and they're the ones looking for something to do. Unplugged is a perfect match for university students. They are our number one target audience. Number 2 and 3 come in at families. During the daytime, specifically I think once summer hits, we're going to see a lot more families rolling in, trying to play some games, learn something new. And finally, our third target audience, people that are going out on dates. Unplugged's a perfect place to go on a first date because you get a board game, you're focusing on the board game, you're talking about the board game. That's the first initial thing you're going to go back and forth on. And then you can start sneaking in, who are you, what are you doing, blah, 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 learning about that other person. It's like a natural progression from playing the board game to getting to know the person sitting across from you. And we have regular tournaments that we do. We have regular special event nights that we're setting up. For example, we just had our very first trivia night, which was a huge success. We had 15 teams, averaging at about 5 people per team, and they played for about 3 hours. So we had one of our guys who ran the whole tournament, and we asked questions from tons of different types of trivia games, and everyone had a lot of fun with that. Wednesdays we do our Werewolf Wednesday nights where everyone can come together and play werewolf, and there's prizes for that. And lots of other little initiatives like that that we're going to start doing and start rolling out. We also have league play, so a lot of people who like to play gaming consistently, they can come out, they can join one of these leagues and play these games and meet people who have common interests that they have as well. Beyond just gaming at the cafe, we have a full menu and we're also licensed. And one of our big things is gourmet grilled cheese. I would put our menu up against anyone else's menu in the city. Once you have one of our gourmet grilled cheeses, you never go back. We carry beer, we carry ciders and mead, which is from a local guy here in town, and it's fantastic. And once we started carrying that, couldn't keep enough of it in stock. The way I see Unplugged 10 years down the road is we've turned the cafe into a franchise. There's a couple of stores opened up in different cities. Everyone in the city knows, okay, Unplugged, Board Games Cafe. There's no questions about it. They know exactly how it works. They come down and they can just have fun, and they don't have to come in with that, like, oh, what is this place? It's so scary. There's so many board games and all that stuff. And if I had hair, I probably would have lost it at that point.
Unplugged, a Board Games Cafe. Find us at 418 Queen Street, Fredericton, New Brunswick, or at our website at unpluggedgamescafe.com.